Hello, I'm the developer of the R6 Analyst app, and in this video I'll show you how to install the Timeline widget into your Siege gameplay stream. So as you can see, it's at the bottom of the screen right now, and it's basically a timeline that shows you the past number of minutes. I think by default it's at the 20 minutes of events that have occurred in the game. And it's very useful if you're later watching back your broadcast or your recording to kind of scroll back and immediately go to the most interesting round where you got a lot of kills, stuff like that. It's very simple to set up, so let me just run you through how to do it. First thing you want to do is in the settings in the app, make sure that you have the timeline widget enabled in the settings. And then in the actual settings of the timeline widget, which is over here, the one thing we'll have to take a look at immediately is the timeline orientation. Do you want it to be horizontal like it is right now? So that's mostly like down the bottom of your screen or maybe at the top. Or do you want it to be vertical, which is down the side of your screen, going from a bottom up? Once you've chosen that, that's all you need to do in the app in the game. And then let's hop into OBS and I'll show you how to set it up over there. All right, so here I am in OBS, Streamlabs OBS, and I'll show you how to implement the timeline widget here. If you're using some other software, it should be very similar. Almost all the settings I will be showing you are either in the same place or at least have the same name. So if you're not using Streamlabs in particular, just maybe Google browser source and the name of your software, and you should probably be able to figure out how it works. But here we go. We add a new source. It's going to be a browser source. Add a new one. Let's call this R6A timeline widget. It's going to be a local file. Now where the file is by default on your desktop, but you could have changed that in the settings in the app, so take a look there if you're not sure. For me, it's over here. Click the timeline.html file. And now it's added, but we want to make sure it's the right size. So I'm streaming in 1080p, so the width of my screen would be 1920 pixels. And the height, that could be very low, otherwise it's covering up a lot of the screen. Let's just say 50, that's fine. The rest of the settings you can keep by default. Now we've added it, we can just move it. I like it at the bottom of my screen. And there we go, that's it. The timeline is now added to my stream. All right, that's pretty much it. So once again, just in the settings in the app, under streaming, here, this widget files location, that's where the actual files are located that you should select in your OBS streaming software. So by default, that will just be the desktop. For me, I added it in a folder on my desktop, but that's where it'll be. And the other main thing is, if you decide to go for a vertical orientation, then in your Streamlabs software, you should make the window as tall as the entire stream, and then it can be quite thin, but you'll figure it out. It's very intuitive. That's it. If you cannot get it to work, just comment under this video and I'll take a look for you. If you're using other software though, your first bet would be just Googling the name of your software and adding a browser source, and you can probably figure it out from there. And that's it. I hope you have a nice day. Good luck. Have fun.